The materials that we used were an scoop of iron filling, a transparent bottle, 1 scoop of sugar, and a neodymium magnet. First, we should put the sugar inside the transparent bottle. Then we should put the iron filling inside the transparent bottle too. Then we have to close the bottle and shake it until the two compounds are mixed. When the two compounds get mixed, we have to turn around the bottle and put beside it the neodymium magnet, shake it again, and then we can see the result of the experiment.
The purpose of this experiment is to explain how some industries work with management fields. For instance, companies mining, recycling, or carpenters are woodwork. When we put the magnet close, attract the tiny parts of iron because of the magnetic field generates by the neodymium coming from electrons of this material. But why sugar is not attracted by the magnetic field? This is because, in this case sugar, electrons or sugar like carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, electrons are lined up in different directions, and this cut the magnet energy.
The materials that we used for these experiments were some neodymium magnets, iron filling, and a sheet of paper. First, we have to open the iron filling jar. Then we have to spread the iron filling above the piece of paper. Finally, we have to put the neodymium magnet under the desk near to the sheet of paper and move it around.
This occurs because the iron has some ferromagnetic materials that when there is a presence of a magnetic field, these are magnetized with a fairly high force, causing that the resultant magnetic field be greater than the initial one. And when the magnet moves under the table, the iron filling get arranged according to the magnetic field. Basically, we realized this experiment to identify and to be able to observe in a home mode the magnetic field of a magnet in a three-dimensional way.
The materials that we used for this experiment were a bottle full of water, pieces of thread, a neodymium magnet, some needles, a spoon, and a rubber. First, we have to set the spoon behind the bottle full of water and we have to tie it with the rubber. Secondly, we have to set the neodymium magnet at the top of the spoon. Then we have to take some pieces of thread and join them with the needles. Finally, we have to close those needles to the neodymium magnet.
What happened? The needles start to levitate around the magnet. It are made of metallic materials, so the phenomenon of magnetism is evident in comparison if it used another material. This occurs because the opposite sides of the needle and the magnet are attracted between them. The needle were attached by the magnet field, and because of that, they levitate.
Y entonces decía en el video que con... ¡Ah! Parece, siento que me voy a morir.